Yo, what up? What up? What up? What the deal? All right, let's get the call in. Let's get it in. There it is. There it is. All right, bet. Drumming for life. What up, blood? Rob the Barbarian. What's up? Why is there just two of you in here? What the fuck's going on? Did the alert go out? The alert did not go out. Oh, shit. Ain't that a bitch? Well, fuck me. Oh, wait. Yeah, nah, it didn't go out. Ain't this about a bitch? Why didn't the alert go out? Well, dudes will see it eventually. Dudes will see eventually. Dudes and ladies will see eventually, not just dudes. Both. How are we doing, everybody? We good? Nobody in here? Two of us? I guess it's better than none of us. But I'd rather have 50, 60, 70, 100. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing? What's crack-a-lacking? What's pontificating on my brothers? Talk to me. What is cracking? What's going on? What is the deal? What is the deal? Rob, appreciate you, my brother. I've never seen a Cash App that color, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me hit you with the customary thank you.
Thank you. Come again.
CJ, this is for you.
Tutti frutti.
Not that you are tutti frutti, but I know you enjoy it. BBQ today. Yeah, man. CJ, I am working hard, right? I got a whole bunch of shit I'm trying to do. I got some business shit I'm trying to take care of. A couple different businesses. Got to unload the club, move on to the other thing I'm doing. Get a lot going on, a lot in the works. But it's happening slowly. So that's good. I think. You know, you never know until something's done, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to a barbecue tomorrow, I believe. Koki, what up, blood? I just sparred 7 rounds. You got a video? Let's see what you look like. You got any videos you can show us? I'll play it right now. Matter of fact, Koki, I'm gonna give you a wrench because I feel like you, first off, are a fucking New Yorker like me. So you have been anointed, my brother. So now, if you want to put a link in the chat, you can do so. I don't remember the video. Show me again. Do you have a new one? Show me that one again, or just show me a new one, because I forgot. Koki, I talk to mad people on this fucking thing numerous times throughout the day, so I don't always remember. You know what I'm saying? Glad you're focused on the path and seeing progress. Patience is diligence. Yeah. It's also a mentality. The mentality has to be, there. I met my next ex-wife. Okay. Why you gotta marry? Why don't you just date her? Hit the likes, you hoes. Mo knows the hoes. Mo knows the hoes. Bo don't know the hoes. Mo know the hoes. That's how the shit goes. Word. Word up. Wordum mon uppity. All right. Anyway, what else we got? What else we got, motherfuckers? You bitch ass motherfuckers. Hey guys, shut the door. Novi, shut the door. My daughter's having a play date. Baki Hanma. You like doghouse rules when sparring? No. No. That shit, I've never done that. That shit is mad chaotic. It's dangerous. And I'm not a pussy. Oh, he's a pussy. No. Anybody who boxes for a fucking living since they're 12 like I did is not a pussy. You don't need to do that extreme shit. That is not, it just causes brain damage. If there wasn't the threat of brain damage in sparring, I would say, yeah, that's great. You go, you don't rest, then of course your endurance gets built to the fucking highest possible dimension. But you do get brain damage, so you have to exercise caution when training for boxing. Stupid. And mad chaotic, like the Floyd shit. Dudes jumping in, pushing a guy's off. Like that, no fight is ever going to be like that. Like that's just ridiculous. Where somebody stops and the other guy keeps hitting him. Ah, you got to keep going. No, the ref will jump in and stop it if somebody wants to stop. Like it doesn't work that way. Gonna wife it because every divorce makes my memoirs more intriguing. CJ. Like I told you, CJ, there is something captivating about being a CJ. No kids, no fucking woman, no responsibilities. Just it's all about what you want to do. Any married man with children in here will say the same thing. We all have those daydreams every now and then. Like, wouldn't it be nice not to have to worry about any of these motherfuckers? Like, not have to listen to what she was telling me. I want to watch, what's it called? The Good Girl. Can't we watch Love Actually? Like, I don't want to watch fucking Love Actually. Well, I'm mad at you. Well, I guess we'll watch Love Actually. You could just, when Love Actually pops up on the Netflix, CJ, you could just go click, scroll right by it. Me? Nope. Do you agree with Andre Ward's school of thought? Absolute minimum sparring, tons of shadow boxing. No. You can't do that. Vlogs, I know you think the same shit. I mean, you're young too, but maybe not. You're going to enjoy your older years better because you had your kid younger, right? You said you had like a fucking 10-year-old or some shit? No, I don't agree with Andre Ward shit. You have to spar. But here's what I do. I believe in light sparring. A lot of light sparring. And then heavy sparring incrementally. You have to spar. But if you're going light, or heavy body shots, but light headshots, then no harm, no foul. You're learning. And then, of course, you have to do heavy sparring at some point. But I'm saying a lot of light sparring, minimal heavy sparring. I agree with that. I've had a great run, man. I'm ready to establish my legacy. 40 fucking one. And seriously think. You want to have kids? How old is this chick? Unrelated. I'm booking my trip to England for Usyk Dubois rematch. See, Mo, I actually envy you too. You're another dude, right? Single, no kids. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm sure it has its lonely moments, but there's also some dope moments, right? Every side has its benefits. Jesus, I mean that had to be a mistake, Iraq. That had to be a mistake, right? Or did you try and 37? Damn, Koki, you mad old. No, you're not that old. Happy birthday, brother. Or should I say, Feliz cumpleaños, mi gente. It's because he's Puerto Rican. When you say go out all bag works, is this the same shit that fucking Yayan sent me? And Billy going crazy? Probably is. Yeah, it is. Let me put the volume up. Okay. Let's see. 27? Nah, that's too young, CJ. That's that. What the fuck are you guys going to talk about? Power Rangers? What do you have in common? What do you have in common? What? The Real Housewives of Detroit? Like, what the fuck are you guys going to talk about? 27? This fucking guy. All right. Yeah, so that is what I mean, going all out. That is what I mean. I mean, you see my videos of hitting the bag. That's what I do. That's exactly what I mean. You know, now obviously nobody could do that the whole fucking 3 minutes, but as much as you can. Hell yeah. They say your 30s are your new 20s. Yeah, well, whatever. For and Billy, this dude is so irrelevant. I know he's fighting next week. How many languages you speak? Technically 3. Technically 3. And I understand a couple more. Nah, man, I just popped off. You're not that late. Nobody got you didn't get the alert, I bet, right? Salute. We got her womb in common. CJ. Don't do it. Huh? What? Did I say that? Don't fucking do it. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Haney and T.O. need to announce their next fights. That's a fucking fact. Against each other. Slide to this party in Fairfield. Didn't he? CJ moved. He's not nowhere near that little hillbilly town you guys live in. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's a hillbilly town. Sounds like a small town, but is Vacaville a small town? Like, does everybody know each other? I'm obviously not, because you and CJ didn't know each other. E-Rock, I'm doing my own barbecue today. Hey, CJ, as the culture traditionally says to whiteys like me, would I be invited to the barbecue? Would I be invited? Tell me. Now, you know I've been to mad fucking black barbecues, but I'm just asking if you would invite me. A lot of women our age don't even want to have kids and settle down. Do you want that, Mo? I feel like Haney and Tio are stalling until they get on the Crawford Canelo undercard. Maybe. Because CJ is an old brother. He looks younger than me. VV, def a small town. Well, about 100,000. That's big. I know towns with like hundreds of people in it, right? What up, Eric? I mean, your name's not Eric. We've established. I don't know what your fucking name is, but I'm gonna call you Eric. I could come through. Good. What's up, Wavy? Wavy, am I invited to the barbecue? Tell me. The link is there. Anybody wants to call in, as you know. By the way, guys, don't forget these gloves. We are raffling off, as you guys know, these Marvin Hagler joints. As you guys all are aware, send to raffle, you send $10 to this Cash App right here, or to this PayPal email address, marcoko@gmail. Either or, one of these, this one or that one, and just mention Marvin Hagler raffle. Hagler gloves, whatever you want to say. Marco, got my Rocky Marciano beats. Nah, hell no. Hell no. And it's funny because Rocky was only 185 pounds. So him and Roy were only 10 pounds apart. So that'd be an actual matchup. Now you're wilding out. Roy Jones would fucking dance circles around Rocky. Rocky's too slow. Like, yeah, if he lands a punch, Roy's in trouble, but that shit comes slow. Like the iceberg that was gonna hit the Titanic. Just fuck out of here. But thanks for the bounce pass. I must have forgot. I know you must have forgot. Women nowadays got like 4 boyfriends, 3 husbands, and 9 side dudes. So you're saying they're all hooahs? Saying the ladies are hooahs? Marco's bringing potato salad. Nah, that's gross. That's fucking gross. You don't understand something, Mo. I am not a normal white guy. I'm a New York City white guy. Very different. Hell's Kitchen white guy. I would rather take a Deontay Wilder straight right to the forehead than eat potato salad with raisins in it. The fuck out of here. Ew. Oh, she's from Boston? Does she say like Marco? She has that accent? That's hilarious. You with a... Oh, wait. But she's black, right? Nah, black girls never have that Boston accent. Never mind. Nullified. Actually, I have Rocky in that one. Get the... Bailey, you've been on fire lately. So I don't know if I want to fuck with you, but I disagree completely. Rocky? He can't... Man, Roy would... Look what Roy did to James Toney. Same thing. They got that same crouching shit. Roy would just circle him. But while circling him, busting off AK-47 combinations like it's a pyro drive-by, just circling him, fucking blasting off. Get out of here. I don't know if he could stop Rocky because Rocky's chin was wild, but E-Rock, I'm with all that shit. No tootie. Gross. You must have forgot. Why you got to pause that? How ironic. I'm black. My boxing goat is white. And you, well, you know. Yeah, well, I think you're the only black guy I've ever met who said Marciano's their goat. And that's a great goat to have, but I never really heard that, I don't think. New York City white guys speak Spanish, can breakdance, skateboard, freestyle. I could do all that. I can't freestyle. I can't skateboard. Now, that's some white shit. I could play ball. I'll hit a three. I could shoot my ass off, which is a white characteristic, but I could shoot. My defense is tight like a virgin. My defense, good defense, because my boxing hands. I'm quick. I'm up on you. I'm very like my twitch reflexes are good. I got good blocking skills because of my hands. I think the fast hands. I get up there and I get my hand up. I got mad blocks, considering that I have short arms. And I had a good crossover, but other than that, I wasn't the best basketball. But my shooting was top notch. Like, I'll fuck with anybody in horses. But to play the game, my body is, I have more of a boxing body, shorter arms, compact. My hands are fucking tiny. I don't have the body for a basketball player. I wish. Marco right hand, too heavy. I'll fuck Charlie Z up. He didn't survive Wilder. He fucking covered up and went to the ground, and then they stopped it. Bro, I'm serious, Rocky style. Rocky. That's fine. I don't agree with it, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, I got to do what up, Alberto? Let me do the Rocky Marciano thing. Right. We did mention Rocky Marciano, so we got to play it. Good point.
Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass.
But this instance, CJ, a black man pulled Rocky Marciano out their ass. But either way, he was pulled out the ass. Koki, you were Gemini. You're asking the man's, like, sign?
Tutti frutti.
Okay. Whatever you want to do. Shooting well. It is. It is. It is. That's all we do. Like, you got to have a couple exceptions, like Blake Griffin, who happens to be half black. Rex Chapman was a good white dunker. Rick Barry was a good white dunker. But we're not known for dunking. We're known for hitting threes. And not even anymore. Like, well, that's true. We're not known for jumping high. I mean, there's a whole movie about it. And again, there are exceptions. Right, Alberto? You don't even watch basketball, do you?
Yeah, no, I was going to say you brought up a good point. You know who Kendrick Perkins is?
I don't.
He played with the Thunder. But he was basically saying, like, yeah, like, white people kind of, like, invented these useless, like, statistics, like, assists and rebounds, like, just so that they can, like, because they can't score like that anymore.
Hitman, a lot of black dudes. You guys ever see the movie Kids? Like, and there's an example. And those were all real kids. Those were all real skateboarders. Like, a lot of black dudes in New York City did skateboard. But it was more, you can't. New York City was a mix because there's a mix of us. I wouldn't even say it's more white people. I think there's more skateboarding white people in the world. In general, I believe that's more of a white sport. But in New York City, you're right. It's a mix. All the skateboarders. When I was growing up, a lot of the kids who skateboarded, for some reason, loved the Beastie Boys. Something about the Beastie Boys and skateboarding. I don't know what it was. Did we solve the piss gate? Was that you, Alberto? Were you pissing yesterday? That was somebody.
Marco, that was nasty as hell. You should have, like, figured out who the culprit was and, like, banned them off. That's disrespectful to the show and to you.
At first, I thought it was maybe, like, running the sink. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I think that's piss.
No, that was 100% piss.
Whatever, it's gross, but what are you gonna do? Like, at least if the camera was on, that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
If the camera was on, your channel would have been nuked.
I know. You see the fucking water bubbles hitting the camera, like, oh, like gross. Show was good last night. Yeah, it was. You were on fire, Bailey. Damn, you and Bob were going crazy yesterday.
No, it was Lowe and Attorney Bailey yesterday. That shit was lit.
I really believe he was a little drunk. I'm gonna ask him. I talked to him. He was a little drunk because he's usually not that. He doesn't talk that much usually.
He was very colorful.
Yeah, I think he was a little drunk. And I've heard that, like, I think Ness told me one time he went on Ness's show co-hosting, was hammered. Yeah, that's true. And NY got a lot. Where you from, Hitman? I forgot. A white guy won the dunk contest last 3 years, All-Star Week. Oh, right, McClung. But again, exception. That's usually not the case.
But he's a G League. He's not good enough to play ball. He just can dunk.
See? Yeah, exactly. Beastie Boys was valid. Beastie Boys are dope. I mean, I was never a big fan of them. But you don't even know who the Beastie Boys are, do you, Alberto?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really? They're hip hop legends. They're a white hip hop band that actually played all their own instruments and rapped. You ever hear the song Brass Monkey, Brass Funky Monkey, or No Sleep Till Brooklyn? No?
No.
All right. Well, you're young, so it makes sense. But they are pioneers. One of the guys in Kids has an art gallery. Yeah, man. I knew a couple of them died. I knew, or my wife knew, one of the skateboarders, because one of my wife's ex-boyfriends was a skateboarder. Lowe was hammered. Yeah, he seemed drunk to me. He seemed drunk. Guys, the calling is live, as you can see right there. If you want to come in, Lowe knows boxing. The Puerto Rican who looks like Baraka from MK. Yo, I'm gonna tell him that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Baraka, Zach Levine White. That sounds like a white name. I
He's
know
a
the
zebra.
name.
He's half.
He's half. I don't know who that is. What's he do? He's a basketball player?
Yeah, shooting guard, I think, from the
Okay.
Bulls.
Okay, I knew the name, but he had a 6-pack of 211s. Yeah, he sure did. He had some crooked eye, St. Ides. Half and half.
Hey, Vlogs, call in, bro. I'm gonna cook you real quick.
Oh.
I feel like he wanted to debate me for a while, Marco.
He's not really a debater, if you've noticed. He's on some like smooth, kind of laid back, quiet shit.
Yeah, he takes too long to like process his rebuttals.
He's not really. He's more of like on some laid back shit. Damn, Alberto must be younger than. Yeah, he doesn't want to tell us. What are you, like 21, 22, something like that?
I can't disclose.
Why? You're worried people are gonna look you up?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm younger than 30 though, for sure. I could say that.
Yeah, you seem like you could be a really like mature 17-year-old, or you could be in your early 20s.
Oh, come on, Marco.
No, you could be. You could be totally. Probably not. The more I talk to you, probably early 20s, but you could be. It's possible. Baraka, that's fucking funny. We got to tell guys. If I forget, please mention that when Lowe comes in here.
Can you pull that up, Marco? I don't know what that is, or who that is.
Baraka. It's a character from Mortal Kombat. He's like, he looks like a demon. That's fucking hilarious. That's fucked up. Let me find the right picture. Let me see a good picture of him. That's fucking hilarious.
You're saying Low sounds like him or looks like him?
Looks like him.
Damn, stall my boy out.
Yo, the teeth. Baraka wins. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's funny. Who said that? Koki. A fellow Puerto Rican said it. So it's all love. It's all fair game. Nah, I didn't say that, Mo. That was this dude right here. Flawless victory. That shit ain't right. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He's from Philly though, so.
Marco, you're gonna go live later for the fights?
Who the fuck's fighting tonight? Remind me.
It's like a Vito Milnicki card on Top Rank, ESPN Plus.
I was around him at this event I went to. I didn't talk to him. I didn't really, not to be a dick, but I didn't really like care. Maybe about to call in and come on your ass, Albert. Whoa.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Wow. We're speechless. Okay. I read it. You're about to call in and come. Okay, you didn't say come on, but you said come your ass, Alberto. Okay. Hey, man. No judgment. Whatever your preference. Watch out. Lo got knives. Yeah, that character Baraka has knives for each hand. That's fucking funny. No Philly slam. Sorry, Rob. I like you. I just like saying that to Lo because he tries to fucking represent New York City, yet he grew up most of his fucking life in Philly.
Hey, but Marco, real quick, do you know Jahil Tucker? Jahil Tuck? I think I
Fighter,
might be
right?
messing that up. Yeah.
Yeah. Young guy,
And
right?
yeah, he's fighting Lorenzo Truck Simpson. That to me
Really?
is like the fight I'm looking to see. Like that's gonna be a freaking banger.
Lorenzo's good, but he's too fucking overweight. Like that always rubs me wrong when dudes can't discipline themselves. Like he's probably fighting 2 to 3 weight classes out of his natural weight
But
class.
that's most of the guys, Marco. Like no offense, but most of these guys are like,
That big?
yeah, like look at Shakur. He was fighting at 130. Dude's gonna end up being a welterweight.
That's the Mount Everest. Oh no.
Does that comment pass up my earlier miss spoken comment?
Yeah, that was but see, attorney is like 60 years old, so he gets a little bit of a pass. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't think that way. To like, he's not on that like nope, that pause, no Diddy shit.
I think the all Diddy part was like doubling down on it. Like that made it wild.
Nah, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
That's
MPO.
like 108 pounder, Marco. That's not real boxing, Mempo. We don't watch that.
That's how we talk in the South. Nah, we just 53. My bad. I knew you're older than me. That's we used to say like, yo, I'm coming for your ass. We used to say that too back in the day. Like, I'm on your ass. But now, of course, everybody Diddy's. So what are you gonna do? I heard Fat Joe just got. Is that true? He got like accused.
Yeah, he was flying out underage girls. Yeah, Puerto Ricans are down bad right now.
Is that true though, or it's just like I mean we don't know for sure, right?
Yeah, that's what came out during. Well, we can ask attorney if he comes on. That's what's coming out right now during the case.
Best Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteaks are fucking gross. They're heart attacks. I've never been into them. Like, yeah, they taste good if you, but it's you like after 3 bites, I'm like, oh, I need to take a nap. He's the one that made Sunday Edwards retire. Okay, thank you. I know who it is. Appreciate it. See, MPO knows how to. It's New York, man. We know how to talk to each other. I guess Clarissa was right about Attorney Pelly. It's free. She's funny because he crossed the line a little, calling her a hoe. So she was going at him. She's funny, allegedly. I'm a real man. I don't give a I don't care either. If I say something that people are like Diddy, Tootie, I'm like whatever.
Come to Big Canelo vlogs.
Oh, Alberto, what topic? Canelo. He just said it. Wait, doesn't he like Canelo?
Yeah, I think it's because he was trying to say that Canelo has all these advantages. The only advantage Canelo has is size. I think Bud is levels above him. Yeah, power too. Yeah,
I agree. But size might, from what I saw, might not even be an advantage. It's very confusing. Fat Joe, technically half Cuban. That's true. A lot of Ricans don't claim him because he treated Big Pun family. Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't know what really happened. Big Pun's family could have been like ratchet. Like we don't know. Like I know Big Pun's son was trying to talk to Joe, but the mother was like, it was really the mother who was like, nah, I don't. Clarissa unfunny. I trained Big Pun's son to help him lose weight. Oh, word? Chris Rivers, yeah. I mean, I don't know why he didn't just do his normal name, Christopher Rios. Nobody knows that was Pun's name. The Rivers shit is stupid. Like what, flowing like a river? He dated my best friend cousin, so we kicked it a lot. He told me Fat Joe was a slime. Damn. Chris Rivers, Koki, he seems mad smart. Like whenever I hear him talk, he seems like he has a very high intellect. His dad did too. His dad was on some hood shit, some thug shit, but you could tell by his rhymes. Like he had great diction. He was a smart guy. Rappers are actually, well, not all of them, but most rappers who are good with wordplay are smart. Right. All right, now, Marco, you bugging. Every Philadelphian's on your head. Okay, my bad. Big Pun's wife was a slime too. Chris wasn't around a lot. Oh, damn. He suffers from mental health. Oh, his son does. I don't blame him. His fucking dad was making him fist fight when they were kids. This video is a Big Pun. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Alberto. Big Pun and his sister. They can't be more than 5 or 6 years old with boxing gloves. He would wake them up in the middle of the night and make them start fighting each other with boxing gloves.
That's wild.
That's like abuse.
Pretty much, yeah. Call
Crazy.
CPS.
It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I think there was even no reason. Like I know he would make them fight maybe when they did something wrong, but sometimes he would just do it because he's like, nah, I was picked on when I was young. I don't want them getting picked. Like in his twisted mind, he was trying to help them, but yeah, he's a smart dude. He reads a dictionary like his dad did. Yeah. Bailey called her. Yeah, I know, man. Bailey was wild.
I stand with Attorney Bailey.
Oh shit. Oh, because she fucks with you a lot, so I get it. But at least you don't.
But I agree with him. Like, you shouldn't come at a man because we can't fight on like level playing field, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Because if you say something ratchet, then people are like, "Hey, watch it." But when she came at him, she was joking. Like it was a lighthearted. It wasn't that deep of a thing.
Nah, she tried to play with like his like professional, like what he does for a living. Didn't she say he was like a fake lawyer? That's out of pocket.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. She says she jokes about all of us. Like I feel like what's out of pocket to me is when you talk about somebody's family or their like wife or husband or whatever, or their children. Like to me, that's more out of pocket to me. Like that's the shit I don't play with. Like don't talk about my kids. Don't talk about my fucking wife. Anything else is like,
Yeah, but Attorney be chilling. He's like an old school kind of guy. He don't play that kind of shit.
Mm. Yeah, he definitely that old southern upbringing came out. He was like, sit down and cook some food and shut up, ho. I was like, Jesus. I'm not shocked if Fat Joe was at those Diddy freak-offs.
100%.
He's 400 now? No. Rivers isn't 400 now. I don't believe that. I've seen him. I mean, actually, he doesn't show his body, so maybe he is. His face doesn't look that big. To fight him, man. No, she was serious about Bailey, I guarantee you she wasn't serious. When she comes on, I'm gonna ask her. I guarantee you she was totally not serious. Why would she assume you're not an attorney? Like, what have you ever done to me? Like, nah, I don't think that's true. If that's true, then I understand you getting upset, but I don't think she was serious. Yo, word up. I heard Pun's old man was abusive. Yeah, he was. He talked about it. I even heard he used to randomly. I just said the shit. Well, I said they'd make him fight, but yeah, same thing. Yup. No, noti. I don't know what that means.
Notification.
Huh?
Noti is notification.
Yeah, I know, man. I didn't get it either. Rivers gained weight after he stopped exercising. Oh. Samurai Yayan. CJ, his thing says Samurai Yayan, which is great. Is it Yayin or Yayan? Yayin, right? He's in the fucking thing. He's not gonna.
Ain't dude's name Donovan, Marco?
That's his full name, yeah. Donovan. But he says he says it's like lion, so that'd be Yayin, not Yayan. Yeah. It's very confusing.
It's really not though.
Energy was transferred to Bailey 3 days ago. Oh, word? That's funny, Attorney Bailey. I hear that word from Spanish and blacks all the time in Texas. What? You from Boston? Me? I'm from Boston. Boston?
Get the fuck out of here!
Why the fuck would I be from Boston? Ew. Guess again, mouthpiece.
You got like a Boston accent though, Marco. How do you say mother? Mother?
That's not nah. I don't have a Boston accent. Would be, I'd say Marco. Get in the car. That's how they talk. I do not have a Boston accent. I don't think you've been around enough of them.
Huh? Okay. No, go ahead.
10K challenge open to Clarissa. 5K to chat. Not upset. I actually believe Clarissa may be sus.
Facts, attorney.
So what you going to say when Crawford beats Canelo? What am I going to say? I just put it at 50-50. So I think it's a great possibility that might happen. I'm right on the fence. I am on the fence like I'm at the border. Mother. Yeah, mother. Mother. So I hit my R's a little bit. Like I hit my R's a lot in some words.
You ever see the show Ray Donovan, Marco?
Yeah.
That's how you sound like to me.
Nah, not it. See, and you don't have enough experience with it, but like the big one is like the A's. Like
Ka.
New Yorkers will say Marco. Boston say Marco. See the difference? Or
Yeah.
they'll say they say I'm fucking wicked cocked, meaning wicked cocked. Cocked means drunk. That's how they fucking wicked cocked. And we'll say wicked cocked. See,
Do coffee. How's the coffee? What's the difference with
see, I
coffee?
say coffee.
Mhm.
I think they say coffee. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually,
And that's
yeah.
how you guys say coffee. In California, you say coffee.
No, we say coffee.
What?
Or you say walk. You guys say walk. Like I go for a walk.
No, I'll go for a walk.
That's how CJ talks. I'm just kidding.
Yo, Berto, it's
Uh-oh.
debate.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's get to it, bro.
Let's
ahead.
do it. What
Go
you wanna
ahead.
talk about?
Go ahead.
About Canelo. Tell me what advantages does Canelo have over Bud? I'd love to hear him.
Experience. He's at his best at 168. He's never been knocked out. He's never been hurt at 168. Crawford did not look good versus Majimov at 154 the moment he moved up. What makes you think he's gonna hurt Canelo? That's crazy.
You don't need size. Hey, let me school vlogs real quick, Marco. You don't need size when you never heard skills pay the bills. Crawford is so much more like
Okay,
on an
but
IQ level, he's superior to Canelo. Canelo
okay.
can't cut off the ring. Canelo gets
What
mad
do you
and
mean you can't cut
frustrated.
off the ring?
Did you not see the skull fight?
Dude,
That
Skull
guy
was
was
running.
running though.
Skull was running. Did you not see or what? Or were
Yeah,
you
but he's
asleep?
been struggling the last few fights. He can't cut off the. So Berlanga was running too. Well, he was, but if Canelo's as good as you say he
Look at
is, he
God.
should be able to cut it off, right?
He's
I-
always cut off the ring. What do you mean?
I was saying this yesterday. It's a mix. Like, okay, Canelo wasn't trying as hard against Skull. I agree, but Skull was also like that motherfucker hailed an Uber. Like, what are you gonna do? How you gonna catch him?
Right.
Yeah, but Marco, I feel like Berlanga, like, come on, you know that cat is not even on Canelo's level. Like, that dude's not going into the
No,
Hall of
it's
Fame.
not at all.
Canelo should have knocked his ass the fuck
I
out, and he
disagree.
couldn't.
You know why, Alberto? Because when you're
The
hitting
weight.
somebody, I've been in there. Right. The weight. I've been in there with dudes who are heavier. It's just physics. Like they're gonna absorb a shot from a smaller man. You know what I mean? Like if you hit a 50-pound weight with a 10-pound weight, the 50-pound weight's just gonna stand there. But if you hit a 50-pound weight with a 100-pound weight, it's gonna fucking rattle.
Hey,
So
Marco.
Well, I got a question real quick though.
Marco, and also Canelo's always been fighting bigger dudes. Like, why does he have to chase these big dudes all
he
the
has
time?
been, and he fights out of his weight class. Before you ask the question, is it Yayin or Yayan?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what
Yayin.
up, Yan?
Go
What's
ahead.
up?
What's up, Donovan?
I just want to
Donovan.
know. So how was he able to knock out Kovalev at 175 then?
Who the fuck knows? That nobody expected that.
He was on
Bro,
better pads
hey,
back
I'll say
then.
one thing too.
And Canelo was
Kovalev,
losing that fight too.
tell me if you guys agree. Kovalev was winning that fight.
He was
He didn't
winning
look
that
like he was
fight.
throwing with power. He looked like he was just tapping. Is it just me?
Nah, he was throwing some hard ass jabs.
To me, Kovalev looked like he was just tapping and staying on the outside. I couldn't tell if he was taking it easy or if he was just scared to get close.
Are you saying he got that envelope, Marco, in between rounds?
I don't know. It did not look like himself, especially when he's in there with somebody who's smaller. You think he'd really just fucking lean into his shots.
Well,
He
I
didn't.
think he was scared to like get clipped or countered. I think that's what it was.
But yeah, Yayan, I don't know why that happened. That was a huge upset. Nobody expected that, especially Kovalev. Well, I don't think it ever gone down before then, right?
Not like that, no.
I don't
It's
think-
just my whole grievance with like Canelo. Like, I'm Mexican. I don't view Canelo as like this legend, but I do know he's great. My only grievance now with Canelo is he's holding up the fucking 168 division by having all the belts hostage. You know, I would love to see Mambili and Pacheco fight for like a belt, but we can't because Canelo's holding them all up, not fighting his mandatories. That's my whole thing, Marco.
Hmm. Well,
Dude's fighting voluntaries and Bud. Like, come on.
it's the problem isn't Canelo. It is, but it's not. The problem are the sanctioning bodies. They're the ones who have they care about the money. They're not going to not get their sanctioning fees from somebody who gets the highest check in boxing. They
Yeah,
can easily strip them.
No, you're right, Marco. I'm not even blaming the sanctioning bodies are leeches to boxing, right? Like they
Mhm.
want to collect their 3%. But that's what I'm saying. The onus falls on Canelo. Like, dude is holding up the division. Like, if he wants to fight these whack fights, then nobody. If he's not fighting Benavidez, we don't care. So it's like he should give up the belts or at least some of them.
Bro,
Mhm.
how is he gonna fight Benavidez? Benavidez not even at 168.
Yeah, because
What?
dude was ducking him. What's Benavidez gonna throw his whole career away waiting for Canelo to get balls?
Bro, like the moment fucking Benavidez was like mandated, he fucking moved up to 175. That's crazy.
Marco, is that true?
I don't think that's why
The
he moved
moment
up.
the moment that fight got mandated, Benavidez went up to 175.
You really believe that Benavidez wasn't trying to fight him for like 3 or 4 years before he moved up?
I think I think it could have happened, but I think at the end of the day, it was Benavidez' fault because he could have been
You
in
just said
line
it
to
could have
fight.
happened, but then Benavidez has fallen in the same sentence. Which one is it?
He could have fought Canelo like long time ago if he would have hold on to his belt.
I'm saying though, wasn't he his mandatory for like 3 years?
No, no. Hey, wait, hold on. Radio. Vlogs is wrong. Canelo moved up to 168 once he saw that the Benavidez lost his
No,
belt. That's when he finally
no,
got the balls to
no,
go up there. He
no. He
didn't
was
want
still a
smoke with
champion.
Benavidez.
He was still a champion.
Marco, that's true, right? Remember
He
when
was still a
Benavidez got stripped?
champion.
That's when Canelo went on his whole undisputed run.
I
Benavidez was
don't
still
you
a
I don't
champion.
know. I don't pay attention to the politics.
He still had the WBC belt. What are you talking about? He
I
still
don't
had the
know.
WBC belt.
He
What are you
had the
talking about?
interim. He didn't
So
want to
so
fight
wait.
No, he had
Benavidez.
the
So
bro
Iraq.
Benavidez. He had the
Radio,
WBC
radio.
belt.
Let Marco talk. Hold on,
No, he can
radio.
talk. He can finish it off. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking
So
about?
Iraq. So Iraq. You're telling me that you don't believe that Canelo ducked Benavidez?
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yo, yo, yo. Shout out to Marco. Thank you for having me up on the panel again. I want to inform everyone to get your survival kits. You know, Earth must be coming to an end. Hell is frozen over because I'm on the same page with Alberto. So, yeah, I'm totally. I feel what he's saying.
We
Yeah,
chilling.
Canelo ducked Benavidez, but there's no one really left credible at 68. So, I mean, he was holding up the division, and we suffered for that. But now it's like it's whatever, man. I see potentially both Crawford and Canelo retiring after this fight. My opinion.
Yo, CJ.
What up?
Then how come Benavidez never unified? He's been at 168. He was at 168 for so long. How come he never
What do you
unified?
mean? Canelo has the other belts.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
Canelo
saying
wouldn't
that's
fight
a
I'm
him.
saying
question I should be
Yeah.
before.
posing to you.
The fuck,
Yeah, why
bro?
didn't he get the unification fight?
I'm
The
saying
fuck?
I'm saying before. How come he never unified, or even like went after Caleb Plant to unify when he
I
was a
don't know. He was on
champion?
that cocaine for a while. You
No,
know,
no.
young man in
Can
his
you answer
20s
me
growing
that
up.
question? He's been at 168 way longer than Canelo. Canelo dominated like in a year for undisputed. How come Benavidez never unified at least at 168? Tell me.
So you're talking about before Canelo did? Why didn't? Because he
Yeah.
didn't have the
Yeah.
leverage to get those fights like Canelo did.
What do
You
you
know, Canelo the cash
okay.
cow. Shout out to him for
Okay,
that.
bro.
But
No,
Benavidez
no,
didn't have the
no,
leverage
no.
to force the fight.
Bro,
Well, I want to ask a question,
his
Iraq.
promoter came out and said, "We're trying to marinate that fight."
Iraq, let me ask you a question. Is it that you hate Canelo or you hate Benavidez?
No, like I like Benavidez. I pay for all his fights when he fights on pay-per-view. I like Benavidez. I'm a Benavidez fan, but all these like fanboys are hella delusional, bro. Like it's crazy.
Delusional about what?
Like they hype this guy up, like they call him the Mexican monster. Like, bro, he hasn't even had a knockout at 175.
Yeah, but
How
he
is he a monster?
systematically chops dudes down like a lumberjack. Like you see it.
Like a what? Marco, did he see his face when he fought what's his name?
Fosdick?
No,
David Morrell?
yeah, Morel.
He
You
fucked
didn't see
Morel
his
up.
face? You didn't see Benavidez' face after the fight?
Bro, it's boxing.
Yeah,
I
what
know
you
it's boxing, but I'm just saying, like, you swore he was gonna knock Morel out.
I don't remember what I knew he'd win. I'll tell
I
you
ain't gonna lie,
that.
you did say that.
That's
Maybe I did.
crazy.
Maybe I did.
I
But
don't
no,
remember.
I
I
knew
don't
he'd
remember,
win.
but
You can't
I was
knock
going
everybody out, but he
I was
won.
going for Benavidez, but
But he
the
won
fact that you
easily.
guys call him like the Mexican monster, that's crazy.
He won 9-3.
Well, first of all, Mike Tyson called him that, and he just
yeah,
ran with
Tyson's
it.
the Mexican monster.
The Mexican monster. Mike
Nah,
Tyson
but
did
like
that.
I like Benavidez though. I think he's a great
So I
fighter.
got a question,
Yeah.
Iraq, for you. So do
Yeah.
you don't like the fact that he can mess with Canelo, or like I don't see
No,
the
I just believe he's overhyped.
That's the motherfucking problem.
I believe
That's
he's
a loaded
overhyped.
question, but that
But
was funny.
and if they ever do fight, I got Canelo on points.
Hell no.
It's
Yeah,
never gonna happen. But no, I disagree, champ.
yeah,
You wouldn't give it a 50-50 at least
nah, like a
at
40-60.
Canelo's age. Benavidez in his prime, bigger,
Yeah,
way more active. And I mean, as far as volume of punches, he's
Because
gonna pressure him.
Benavidez
Ain't
will
no
do
skull
what
shit.
Benavidez will do what Bivol did, but Benavidez won't stop. Like, Bivol threw
Word.
his shit and then pulled off. Benavidez just stand there and keep chopping till it's just a tree stump.
Canelo's scared to fight him because he's like throwing these little like shots that he doesn't have to throw. He's like, "What's Benavidez gonna bring? 30 pounds to fight night?"
Yup.
Like that's
Well,
duck
yeah.
talk.
200 million, I'll fight him.
Yeah, that's a clown
Which
duck
is
talk.
crazy. Yeah, that's when I knew he was fucking ducking, and he even brought up the size himself. Yeah, what does he bring
He
besides the extra
admitted it.
25 pounds? So that tells me that you're being cautious because
right,
he has
right.
an advantage.
He
You're
admitted it.
worried about it to some
He
degree.
clearly admitted it, and he said what I've always told everybody. He said, "I'm really a middleweight." So, and
Yeah,
he is. That's his natural weight. I don't think he's really a super middleweight, but he's still able to be successful.
yeah, like
I got
5'8". Yeah, that's about sounds right.
Yeah.
hold on, Mark. I got a question for vlogs.
Yo,
Vlogs, can you explain the trend that we're seeing with like the Reynoso camp popping dirty for
oh
Peds?
yeah, bro. Like
Can you speak on that?
that's fucking suspicious as fuck. Of course, I don't condone that shit. Hell no, that's
So it's
crazy.
Canelo on Peds.
I mean,
He was once. He was once.
he did pop, and was I upset? Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I was upset, and it's like, I believe a lot of these fighters are on Pez, but they just don't get caught.
Uh,
That's possibly
See,
true.
that's conjecture though. We can only confirm what actually happened, who tested positive. I
yep.
feel you,
Yeah,
but at the
yeah,
same time,
Canelo's camp.
come on,
Yeah,
champ.
and
Yeah, I
that's
don't know enough about it. Like, apparently a lot of these guys can mask it.
yeah, you could cycle off and shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like bro, like that's fucking suspicious as fuck, and I don't agree with that. Like, I don't like that. It makes Reynoso look bad, and yeah,
Well,
it's
this is
crazy.
interesting. So what Cool says, he don't want to fight Benavidez because 200, yet what's his face? Bumlango was 200. Yeah, but the
Yep.
the difference in
Facts.
skill and experience is
Right.
vast.
There you go.
Vast. But that's true. I can trace Charlie Burley's. It's a very random thing to say, Joe, but
That's
okay.
what tells me that he ducked to the point you just brought up, Marco. Yeah, he'll fight a heavier guy if he's less skilled and he thinks he could just outclass him. But when he's bringing what Benavidez does to the table and the weight, yeah, then he's not down for that. I mean, it's
But
clear as
Yeah,
day to me.
yeah.
does Canelo, has he not earned the right to take his last few fights a little easier after all his
I
whole
mean,
career?
yeah, but just be real about it.
Can I say something
Yeah,
about that?
and
Go ahead.
Marco, Canelo has faced everybody,
He has. I know
so
that.
it's like,
Go ahead, Yayan.
yeah,
See, the only reason I don't agree with that because when Mayweather did it, he got all that flack for fighting Andre Berto, the not Eddie Guerrero, the Guerrero dude,
Eddie
and
Guerrero is wild.
talking about
You got
Crawford Guerrero.
he fought somebody else, but I
That's
just don't.
racist, Yayan.
No,
it.
I just don't agree with the fact that you could take easier fights when you late in your career. Because when Mayweather did it, he got criticized for it.
I didn't criticize me personally. I got it. I'm like, fuck it. And the Conor McGregor, fuck it. He earned the
Word.
right to get his 50 to break the record, the Guinness record, with a slightly easier fight that's going to make him mad money. He earned the right. He fought everybody. He didn't have to fight Canelo when he fought that. He didn't have to fight all these guys he fought, man. He didn't duck anybody. Anybody. And I'm
Hey,
not a huge Mayweather fan, but the facts are the facts.
hey, Marco, you know
There
who
you
ducks
go.
though?
Mm.
Alberto's favorite fighter, Tank.
Alberto's favorite fighter is in
I
Tank.
don't
Who'd he
think that's his
duck?
favorite.
That's his favorite fighter, Tank. He's always dunking.
Oh,
He
that's a
dug
fact.
Loma for 7+ years. He's always, bro. He literally fucking got exposed by somebody moving up for 130, and that was a controversial loss, bro. Like,
Mm.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, I don't know. Alberto's quiet right now, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Tank is obviously not fighting the top fighters. I mean, that's a
And
fact.
he said it
Yeah.
to Shakur, like like backstage. He was like, "Well, I'm just trying to do these fights for the money. Like, I don't want to take him serious." And
Mm.
Shakur like called him out on it like 3 years ago. Like, that's crazy.
I mean,
everything you're saying, E-Rock, is valid, but that's whataboutism. You trying to deflect off of the heat we was putting on Canelo. And
No,
yes,
no,
I'm still
no,
putting a
no,
rack up,
no,
and I can't
no.
wait to collect your
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
homie.
Of course. Nah, I'm down, bro. I'm down. You
Eddie
know,
That's
I'm a
what's
man
Guerrero
up.
of my.
died. What? His
Hey,
father
I'm a man
died.
of my word, bro. Let's do it. And the fact that you're
Hell yeah.
confident is crazy because you're a smart dude, bro. The fact that you're going for Crawford is crazy.
I don't think so, champ. It's just a matter of skill. Like skills pay the bills. I live by that. So,
Right.
and Marco said himself, the size advantage is pretty much negated. Crawford was smart about this shit. Took a whole
Yeah.
year off to build up, get comfortable at the weight. So, I mean,
Yeah.
It is. I
hey,
mean, I look at it as even. I don't think it's crazy for anybody to think either fighter's going to win, in my opinion. But I would lean towards Canelo just because when I thought about it more, even if Crawford is that size naturally, he hasn't fought that size. He has zero professional experience against guys that size. Zero.
that is true.
And,
That's
and,
valid.
and, and let's be real, it's not like Canelo in his prime. So it's like,
You think he's that far
Also
off?
true.
I mean,
Bro,
he's
Yeah,
definitely not
man,
his
with his
prime.
extensive amateur, sorry to cut you off, Yayan, but real quick, let me say this. With his extensive amateur experience and coming in the pro so early, I should say. Yes, yeah, I think he has more mileage, way more mileage. So, yeah,
bro,
not in his prime, not
he's been
even
in more
close.
wars
Probably like 3 years out of his prime,
Yeah,
I
but
would
the
say.
prime doesn't necessarily. Some people stay in their prime just because he started young doesn't mean that his prime ends earlier. You know
Hey
what I
So
mean?
Marco,
you would say
and
Canelo in his prime right now?
Canelo's been in more wars than Crawford too. So
Exactly.
That's true.
Battle
like,
tested, but that's also wear and tear. More tread,
of
wearing off
course,
the
yeah.
tires.
So like, if you look at the age, like Canelo's about to turn 35. Crawford's about to turn 38 once they fight. It's like that don't really matter because Canelo has way more mileage. So
I
Mm.
knew I knew Canelo was declining when he went into a war with John Ryder. He was getting hit with that uppercut like all night long.
he was injured though. What are you talking about?
Mm.
Oh man, this dude got excuse for everything.
No, I'm just saying.
Shit.
I'm just saying he was. He got what a hand surgery right after that. So
This dude's gonna have to work some overtime in September.
I can't believe you guys are betting a G. That's wild.
yep.
I love it. I love the
Hey,
action,
you
baby.
know
And
It
what's
don't
makes it more
crazy?
forget.
exciting.
Hey
Oh,
Marco, you know
that's
what's crazy?
what?
Alberto bet against the Peta and he's about to lose and he ain't gonna come up. That's crazy.
Uh-oh. I'm out of it.
He says he
I plead
would.
the fifth.
I'm just saying, hey CJ, you believe this guy? I don't
I
believe
plead
him.
the. Nope.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Now
going back
don't
down
feed
that road.
CJ back.
I'm
Don't feed
chilling.
CJ. Leave CJ out of this.
Right.
I'll be honest, Alberto. I'm 70% you won't cam up. I don't think you'll do it.
And you know what? We should have some stipulations for that. If he don't come up, he gotta get banned for like a week or something. It's something gotta
A
happen with that.
week?
Ooh,
There has to be some kind of consequence. I will agree with
I
that. Not to
agree.
get
I
back in it,
agree
but yeah,
because
come on,
I
something.
agree because he's agreeing to do it. Now, if you're honest and say, "No, I'm not doing it," fuck it. That's one thing. What you think, Alberto?
I gotta
Uh-oh.
wait to see how they look during fight week.
Hell no.
Oh my god,
Come on, champ.
he know his man's finna get cooked.
Or maybe you know what? We should bet on the Canelo. I feel like that one. The more I sit back and think about it, I'm like, yeah, Zepeda might get cooked because
What
it's a
if
bigger ring
Alberto's?
No
now.
shit,
What if
buddy.
Alberto's really a
You
famous
can't. You
actor?
can't. You already adjusted. They doubled the bounty. You feel me? They took it from 100 to 200, and you
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Come on, champ. I hate to get on you again, but you got to stand on your word, basically.
What if Alberto's a famous actor and that's why he's hiding from us?
Bro,
Hold
It's
on.
like he cams up. We're
Mario
like, "Oh
Lopez.
shit, it's you,
bro, this fight's
He said
recording
Mario
hella boring.
Lopez,
It's
Mario
recording
Lopez."
hella
What if
boring.
it's Mario Lopez?
AC Slater in this
Saved by the
bitch.
Bell.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, yeah, you don't sound the same, but Lopez is a huge boxing fan. He's liked a bunch
Damn,
of my
Berto, you
videos.
you ducking your tail or what?
Nah, but I feel like we should bet on the Canelo. I feel like that one's more 50-50. I feel like the
Nah,
Zepeda
man,
one. The
because
more I
you
think
going for
about it,
Bud. So I'm not going against Bud.
no,
Dang,
I
you
know, but
ducking your
I'll go
tail?
for Canelo in that instance.
You
I'm
ducking
going
your
for Bud
tail?
because I hate Canelo, but
Whoa,
whoa,
shit!
what the hell?
Whose dog was that? Was that Alberto's dog? No, who just muted? Yayan?
No, that was me.
I
That was
don't
me.
have
Oh,
pets.
you
I
got a
don't have
dog,
pets.
CJ?
Yeah, champ.
What kind of dog
Champ,
is it?
it's my pit bull.
I was gonna say that sounded like a real deep, big fucking bark.
Yeah, big bar, big bar.
Damn, you got a pit bull?
I do.
Is it an aggressive dog or is it chill?
No, he's chill. I mean, he's 7. He's 7 now, so he's just being protective. Hurt someone outside.
He doesn't bite or anything? Doesn't bite people?
Oh hell no, never,
Okay.
never.
That's to me that says a lot. Like I really believe like dogs say a lot about the owners. If you got a nervous
feel you.
fucking, you know what I
Fucking
mean?
Crawford said he's still in his prime, so that's out of him. So,
Crawford says a lot of things.
but that's him though. What do you
we're gonna
mean?
He said Crawford got schooled by a guy with 10 fights. But I don't see how y'all say he struggled, bro. Just
Hey,
because
it
you
wa-
want to
it-
knock
it-
somebody out.
Madrimov had 10 fights.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
close fight.
It was
Madrimov
not a
had
close
10
fight.
fights.
It was
That
not a
was a
close
close
fight.
fight. You know
He had
was
11 fights.
It was a
I think it
competitive
was 11.
fight.
Yeah, Alberto got it. It was 11.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I get his point. I wouldn't say he got schooled, not
Guys,
by any means, but it was a
I
good fight.
thought it was close. I even thought maybe I'm
It's
crazy
not close, bro.
that you could
He got-
argue Crawford
It
could have
was a
lost.
close fight.
He
Madrimov
got
was
touched
landing.
more than what we're used to.
Madrimov was landing
Bud
a lot.
arguably lost.
All I saw was this.
No.
This is Bud's cabbage.
He was landing, bro, a lot.
He landed it, bro.
He was landing
Okay,
too.
so
Yeah.
that one punch
Yeah,
he was
he was
landing,
landing a lot,
Canelo,
bro, relax.
That's
Bud was
straight right.
landing
Just
10
kept
more.
snapping his cabbage back the whole fight.
Like I said, with that punch he was landing, Bud landed 10 more.
Oh.
10 to 1.
We got Steph Brown
Yeah.
up in here, the most prestigious
up?
mustache in boxing.
He was
What's up,
landing
Steph?
a lot.
10 to 1 is crazy, and
Don't
fucking
get it
Steph
twisted,
is the
bro.
only one with
I
a better
guarantee you
mustache in the
Bud
boxing game than me.
land
That
at
fight
least
was.
50 more
I
punches.
gave it a 7-5.
Oh, hell no.
For who?
Yeah. Well, for Crawford, but I'm just saying it was a
But
close
7-5, 8-4 is fair. I don't
I
think
had
he
8-4,
arguably
but
lost, but it
he
was
won
close, closer than
He
me
won the
expected.
last 2 rounds.
Yeah, 7-5. For sure.
Oh, I have the combi box right here. So Crawford landed 95 total punches, Madrimov 84. So yeah, it was pretty close.
That
It
was
pretty
really close. That's what I'm saying.
Or-
And
Yeah.
so I guess you can argue, depending on if there were jabs or not, why can't Madrimov win if he
Or
landed?
power punches or whatever.
Yeah, he was landing that straight right
Um,
all night.
that's what I'm saying.
Crawford had 40 jabs landed, Madrimov 19. Crawford had 55 power punches, Madrimov 65.
There
Damn.
you
There you
go.
go.
So Madrimov had 10 more
It could've-
power punches, and he landed 10 less punches.
Marco,
So he
it could have
landed-
easily been a draw, you know?
Nah, Bud
Hey
won.
guys,
Bud won.
guys,
Draw.
can I say something, guys?
Go ahead.
Because we got a lot of people in the chat, and sometimes you're over talking. Just a few quick points. First of all, man, it's a boxing show. I don't give a damn how Alberto looks. No Tootie. Well, but I don't care how Alberto looks. Well, Alberto, if he did have a baby arm, I am gonna laugh. A baby arm, a hump
Yo,
in your back, and a whammy in your eye. I'm gonna laugh. But now that's a hell of a combination. But if you did, hey, I'm still gonna accept you. You and your baby arm, even though we can't hug each other.
Baby.
Anyway, in regards to landing, young fellas, get that out your head. Get that out your head. This boxing, you gonna get hit. Pernell Whitaker got knocked down by guys.
Roger Mayweather.
And look, and sometimes he was like one of the baddest defensive guys around. And then you got several other guys. Well, you hearing a beat in the background. I'm somewhere in the public where somebody playing the radio. So,
No, we don't.
but several other guys got knocked down. Joe Louis got knocked down by Tony Galento.
He did.
I mean, Jack Johnson got knocked down by a light heavyweight. Ali got knocked down by several guys in sparring. I know a priest in Texas that knocked him down, and Ali talked about it in sparring. So
Stanley
look,
Ketchel was a middleweight who dropped Jack Johnson.
yeah, man. So young guys, get it out. Tyson got knocked down in sparring by what's the guy name? Who was in
Greg Page.
Page, and the Page in a wheelchair today.
Oh,
So and Tyson would eat Page lunch
yeah.
in a fight. It happens, guys. Get that out your head about who getting knocked down and who taking shots. It's the way they did it. Now, and if it's because boxing, you gonna get hit.
Of course.
It's like football. You gonna get hurt. And real quick, man, I just want to give y'all this thought. Imagine, you ever seen the movie Gladiator? This is a gladiator sport.
I was just watching it last night. Go ahead, Champ. Cook.
All right. This is a gladiator sport, man. Imagine the emperor, Turkey bad for boxing. That's another discussion for another day. But I'm scared to talk on him because he got money. He might show up in my backyard with Alberto. And Alberto got a few heads in this freezer. I don't want my head getting Alberto freezer.
Yeah, you bugging. Holy
Hey,
shit.
listen. But seriously, imagine Turkey being the emperor. And he paying nice coin, and we the crowd there, and we want to see two gladiators fight. One gladiator get out there and start running. Kickamus Maximus Assimus out there. He coming out. He's supposed to do his thing because he the champion, and he gonna get the crowd blood. He don't give a damn who run. Imagine this scenario: Kickamus Maximus Assimus come out and put his sword in the soil and say, "I ain't chasing that son bitch. I ain't doing it because he running."
I feel you.
The emperor gonna say, "Oh yeah." The crowd gonna start booing. The emperor gonna say, I tell you what, you ain't gonna chase him, but I got something we gonna get entertained with. That some bitch gonna say, release the lions. Hey, look, and then we gonna see a real show. The lions ain't got no conscience. They gonna chase something and something gonna get eaten. And that's gonna be a show.
The emperor gonna put the thumbs down.
The emperor gonna put the thumbs down. Hey, look, some coming. The lions, the krakens, the alligators, whatever coming ain't gonna be no conscience, and the crowd gonna be cheering. In fact, it's gonna be like running with the bulls in Mexico. The lion get in the crowd gonna start running. Everybody got them running. So my point is, don't give Canelo a pass. Don't fall in these young fanboys. Fall in love with fighters. Don't do it. When you move from a casual to a hardcore fan, fighters break your heart. Norman high right now, but that son bitch might get KO'd next week. Now he got skills. I can go on and on about fighters that were great. What was the guy name that was that got tooth got knocked out? His tooth got knocked out.
Oh, Broner.
Yeah, man, Broner was man, his skill set was off the chart. The new Whitaker, and he had power when he was young, but he could not deal with the streets. There were better people than Michael Jordan guys. They just couldn't get over them elements, certain elements of life. So don't fall in love with a fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to give him time. And then also Canelo ducked, man. He ducked.
Hell yeah.
And you can't say, hold on, you can't say he didn't. Look at history. The great ones, man, it's too much money in the game. Marvin Hagler, he fought Mugabe. Mugabe came after something. He was younger. That was a vicious fight. What's his name? Fought Robbie Sims. Duran fought Robbie Sims. He fought a young Barkley. You want to see Hagler, he fought a young, not Hagler, well, Leonard fought a young, what was the guy? Norris.
Terry Norris.
Yes. Whitaker fought a young Trinidad. Yeah. You want to see what you got, Canelo, a coward. He taking your money.
All those guys lost, though.
Yeah, and look, look. That's my point. That's my point. But they desire to be what? Great.
Yeah. Or some
point.
Some could argue that they also didn't know.
No, they all didn't. They all didn't lose. You wrong, Marco.
No, I'm talking about Trinidad and Purnell. Purnell against Trinidad. Purnell shouldn't have taken that fight because I think he was done.
He almost stopped the old boy with body shots. Look at the fight. Yes. Go back and look at the fight.
I was rooting for Purnell.
He had Tito hurt.
You're kind of Steph. You're really low. I can't really hear you.
Yeah, he almost stopped boy with body shots. But to be great, Hagler and Mugabe was a hell of a match.
Oh my
And
God, that was amazing.
Hagler took Mugabe could box his ass off. That was a monster.
Yeah, no, Mugabe. I don't know if you remember. I'm sure you remember this when Hagler fought him.
Testing,
He was 26
testing.
and 0, all knockouts. I mean, come on.
Yo,
Listen,
it was
and
so
then
convincing. Like Mugabe was so impressive in his performance. That's when Sugar Ray came out of retirement to finally fight Hagler after saying he wouldn't.
exactly. Look,
Mugabe
but
had more skill than Hagler and power. I think Hagler just
hey, boy, let me tell you.
put his
And
will on him.
but guess what? This boxing guys, Hagler had more will.
Definitely, Hagler
And
has the most
yep,
will.
and that's what I'm telling you, you Canelo fans. Canelo is tailor made. He won't fight with what the gladiator, what the emperor says. The emperor would have been released the lions and the krakens on his ass. Now
You want to bet on the fight or what?
he would credit to him. Now he did fight two young guys, but those
Hey,
two young guys were
I don't mean to
selected.
interrupt, but you want to bet on the fight or what?
But on the side for what?
You said money where your mouth is. How much you got on
I
Crawford?
said
What
you
he saying?
want
He
to
First of
thinks
bet on the
all,
Canelo's gonna
fight.
win.
let me tell you this: you ain't got enough money to bet with me, young man. Your bank account too small.
You don't know
Your
me,
bank
man.
account too small, bro.
You don't
And
know
then
me.
Big
I'm
bank take
looking
little
like,
bank.
yeah,
You don't
damn
know
right.
me. How much you want to
Yo,
bet?
who
All
was that
homies,
talking? Vlogs? You on the other side
all
of the
dudes.
argument? Is
Hold
that you?
on, guys, 1 second. Steph, do you
How
want to
much
say
you want
anything?
to
'Cause
bet?
he doesn't come in here much.
What was that, Marco?
You want to say anything? Because you don't come in the room much. We want to hear what you have to say. If you have anything.
No, I like what the elders saying there. Talking about the gladiators. These guys, to me, everyone's first. I'll salute to you, Marco, in the chat there. I always say these guys don't want it, man. A lot of your favorite fighter don't want to fight nobody. He just doesn't. And then lastly, I just missed it. You were saying something about not wanting to fall in love with the fighter, just kind of let it be. And then I forgot my thought. God, dog. Because I was trying to fix
Come on,
my.
come on, man. You young now.
Nah, I forgot. Yeah, it'll be back, but
Stay off that weed.
I know that's right. Shit. And I'm off that. I just, what do you know? My girlfriend's getting on me about the vapes. I haven't hit the vape all week, man. So,
Hit the what?
damn.
Vape.
I want the
Oh
vape,
yeah,
man. A little nicotine vape.
yeah, I know it, man. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
At least I
mean,
got someone praying for me, though. That's what's up.
Congrats,
There you
Steph.
go.
I think
Congrats, dude.
I think it's too close of a fight, Canelo Crawford, for anybody to be like,
Yo,
you're crazy if one person could win. I think both could win. You know?
yo, Marco, but is my guy trying to bet or what?
Who?
My
You
guy
pushing a
over
hard
here.
line.
Stop.
Let's go, champ.
You talking about me, bro? You ain't got
I'm
enough
a,
money to bet me, man.
Just because
You
people
don't
don't
know
want to
me.
bet doesn't mean that they're
Hey,
not
put your
gambling.
house up.
Let's
But
do
you living with your mama, you can't do that. Moms ain't gonna let you put
holy
your
shit.
house up.
I don't live with
They
my
said
mom.
1K was crazy. You talking like at least
Hey, your
300.
mama ain't gonna. Hey, look, your mama ain't gonna let you put your house up. No, son. No, now wait a minute.
How do you know I live with my mom? That's crazy. You're assuming.
Hey, oh man. Well, maybe. Well, you might be living with grandma. You all right?
He doesn't live with his mom. He has a family and the whole 9 yards.
Put up
Shots
5K,
fired.
Vlogs.
Nah, I'm just joning you, man. Listen, man. We all here having fun. It's just some
Sure.
things you don't talk about. Like some things you got to be careful because we were talking about breastless women and other day, and some women don't have breasts because they got cancer, dude.
Right.
So you got to be careful about certain things.
Right.
Marco, you'll get more hits if you label your show the man show of boxing.
The man
Because
show?
Why you
the
say
man
that?
show.
Because
Wait,
we
what
got
is
the
it?
Because
ladies in here too.
the thing about it, they can come, but you want to separate yourself from fanboys because fanboys kind of man it goes a certain way and it's certain unrealistic about boxing. They kind of unrealistic, even though they are needed. because at some point we all fanboys. Real dudes that talk about real boxing. If you notice your numbers in your chat went up last night. Your super chats went up because real people like real logic and real conversation.
Right.
And there's real dudes on here coming that's gonna spit some facts. Them fanboys, I heard boxing gems, and I'm gonna call him out. Man, you know, I paid a full subscription for him, and I'm sitting there listening. Now he tight, but some of the guys on his show, they be spitting out stuff that's not real. And I stopped listening.
Who's this?
Boxing Gym.
Boxing Gyms. He's very technical, like with the film analysis. I like his channel. I'm subscribed to it.
Now he's tight, but listen to his co-host. Some of those guys, they struggle with boxing because their knowledge ain't there. Now, real dudes know boxing. You could say something, and man, you could instantly tell. It's just like fighting somebody in the ring, a fighter. You square up against me in a nanoseconds, you gonna know I got hands.
Yo,
just like,
hey,
just
I don't want to interrupt, but let's bet on the fight.
Here,
bro, I'm telling you, listen,
You don't want that,
fight. I'm not betting you on the fight, but I will bet you on this fight.
I'm not trying to fanboy for Canelo, but if you look at the logic, Canelo has all the advantages.
Okay, what's the logic? No,
OG,
hold on.
OG, real quick. What's your name? Who is this?
Hold on.
OG, what's your name?
Oh, let's hear the logic. Let's go with the logic. Since you challenging me, let's go. Let's roll.
All right. Has Canelo fought at Crawford? Has he fought at 168?
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay. First of all, where did Canelo start?
At 147.
Okay, where did Crawford start?
135, I believe.
So what does that? Okay, let me ask you this. So what does that got to do with fighting? This is what I'm talking about. But you got to know your history. What does that got to do with whether a fighter fought at a certain weight? Canelo is a blown up super middle. He's a blown up guy. So if he can be blown up, why can't Crawford be blown up? Look at hold on. Let me finish my thought.
That's it.
Let me finish my thought. Pacquiao went up several weight divisions and he destroyed people.
Yeah, but that's
he
not,
lost his power.
Destroyed
He didn't have
people.
the power though. It was all
Pacquiao is not Crawford.
Okay, explain to me how Crawford can go up. I mean, Pacquiao and other fighters can go up and just Trinidad. He went from 147 up.
We seen Crawford struggle the moment he moved up.
Trinidad never was successful past. I think he just beat William Joppy. That's it. And they alleged that his hands were fucking loaded.
Beat William Joppy.
Crawford struggled the moment he moved up to 154. He couldn't hurt Madrimov.
He didn't look. He just didn't even look good.
Hold on.
He was getting hit a lot.
Beat William, I was pissed.
Okay, well, let me answer that again,
bro,
man.
I'm a big ass Crawford fan. I was rooting for Crawford versus Spence. Like everybody was calling me like delusional. Like so.
Okay, again, man. Go back. I'm just saying this, man. I'm a follower of boxing.
Right.
People gonna struggle, man. Don't take a fight. Each fight defines the guy.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Look, Crawford. Yeah, he did, but he's still a killer. He's special. He's special.
I'm a big Crawford fan.
Okay, those guys sometimes they gonna struggle moving up. Tony moved up several weight classes. Tony did. Tony took him out.
Yeah, but
he took him out.
Tony was also fat and not in shape. He still was successful, but you know he's one of those.
Roy Jones went from middleweight to light heavy. Took him out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
took him out.
I must have forgot.
Yeah.
So you know what? So what? And then again,
So let me
You
ask you a
know,
question, Bailey. You see Crawford as a Roy Jones, as a Pacquiao level fighter?
I do.
oh,
And let me
hold
say
on.
this quickly.
He asked me.
Hold on, not to cut
He
you
asked
off, but let me
me.
say this. I've been quiet for a minute.
Go ahead,
Uh,
CJ.
I want to back up the OG's point. What's your name again, man?
Bailey.
Oh,
That's a
Bailey.
Oh, that's Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, shout out Bailey. Yeah, man. I'm gonna use the word again, myopic. Like fans today are hella short-sighted. Like they think if a dude gets wobbled or even gets dropped, that's like, oh well, he's chinny. And back in the day, we never thought about it like that. It's like it's how you respond. We're gonna look at the totality of the fight and the style matchup. We don't think that because someone got checked one time that he's just finished. Like so, yeah, dudes are like overreactive. That's another word for it.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy was talking about advantages of Canelo versus Crawford. Let's go back. Now, on eyes on the inside, Crawford he's a beast with the eyes on the inside.
Yeah, he
Canelo
was a
came.
beast at 147 though.
Okay,
And
that's the thing, man.
That's true.
I can't take that away from Crawford.
It's true. It's
He
true. You can't take a small bat or
yeah,
a
like
small axe to chop down a big tree. You need a bigger axe.
he was on a
So
KO streak, right?
that
At
small axe
147.
won't do the same damage to the bigger tree.
And
I
the
don't
moment
know
he
about
couldn't do
that.
that, the moment he
You need
couldn't
to
do that
tell.
when he moved up to 154, that told me everything. I'm like, his power didn't carry.
Well, look,
So
it was only one fight, Iraq, but I do agree with you. To me, it was more how much he was getting hit. Not even like his
right,
power didn't look
right.
great. He just didn't look good. But that's just one fight, so we can't just throw him in the
Well,
garbage.
Of
let me
course.
say this, man. Let me say this. Go back and look at the fight when old boy came out, Madrimov. I looked at his other fights, and this is go back and study it. I studied it.
I did, yeah.
Madrimov came directly at those fighters. When that bell rang, he didn't come directly at Crawford. He started running. And when you take chances, you gon' get hit, bro. You gon' get hit because the guy running. It's dangerous game.
I
When
don't
you
think he
messing
was
with
running.
dangerous
I
game,
don't think he was running. He
I
was
don't believe he
moving. He
was
was going
running.
up and down like a
Sir.
pogo stick.
okay, he was moving because he knew, and he said it in his interviews. Crawford smart, he got power.
Mhm.
He knew that if he stood there, it was over. So you got to take chances, and you're gonna get hit. That dude wouldn't stop and face him because he knew lights out. And far as okay, we're talking about power. You might want to give Canelo the edge. Footwork. Who do you give the edge to?
I
Crawford.
mean, Crawford has the edge on everything except power, and I think Canelo's defense might be better.
Boxing IQ,
I
Probably
believe
Crawford.
Bud.
angles.
Crawford, yeah. But
Okay, so your man,
what I'm trying to say,
come with it now.
Bailey,
What else you got?
what I'm
What
trying to
else you
say,
got?
Bailey, is that Crawford has not fought at 168. So
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
can I respond to that?
That's two more weight classes. Like,
Can I
Well,
respond
really,
to that?
Crawford's really a welterweight because he's 36, 37 fighting until that point at
Can
welterweight.
I
and
respond to that?
the
Go ahead.
fact that he couldn't hurt Madrimov tells me a lot. Because first of all,
Hey, listen.
I don't believe Crawford's gonna hurt Canelo. No
Okay,
way.
let me respond to it
All right.
real quick, and I'm gonna be quick because I don't want to dominate the show. But man, you got to know boxing. Okay, go back and look at Hearns. Hearns, he went up several weight classes. He beat Hill. He fought other guys and beat them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not
Listen,
Crawford
He
though.
all
was
right,
6'1" though. He had a frame for it.
okay, all right. But
It's
then
not
again,
Crawford.
okay, let me say this about Canelo. Y'all giving him a pass. He a blown up lightweight. He a blown up welterweight. He never had
Lightweight.
natural. He never had natural size. He never.
Nah.
Okay, when he fighting Bivol, either you that size or not. When he fighting those bigger guys, he too small. He too small. No. He is too small. He blown up. But when he fighting the guys that's coming up just like he did, he's too big. That's not his natural weight, guys.
He's a
He
natural
reminds me
middleweight.
of He reminds me of Vinny Pazianza.
He's a
Vinny
natural.
Vinny
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Vinny Pazianza was not he had no business fighting Roy Jones.
No, he didn't.
It-
But but Canelo's a natural middleweight. Crawford's a
No,
natural
he's not.
welterweight. I think he would be a natural middleweight at this. You
Okay,
have to
no,
understand, when
Canelo's
he was
not.
welterweight,
What weight did he start?
when he fought Floyd at
52,
welterweight
54.
or 54, he was 22 or
147.
3 years old. You don't develop into your man body until you're in your fucking late 20s. So he's still growing at that point. I think he's a natural middleweight, but I
Okay.
think Bud who is a natural welterweight because he fought at welterweight into his late 30s. So I think
Well, Marco, that's now you just making you're making a circular argument. You giving Canelo a pass. Now you're saying that this
no, I'm saying
guy,
he's bigger. I'm saying he's bigger, but not. I
yeah,
think they're both
okay,
getting out
but
there.
if he's bigger, coming from a smaller weight, and he can do it, why can't Crawford do it?
That's a good point. He can, but he can. He has a
Okay,
chance. Of course.
if Canelo fought Bivol, he's too small.
He was.
That's okay. Guess what? He was a lightweight coming up, so he's not natural. So all of a sudden he's natural now?
No,
He's not.
middleweight.
He's
And I'm gonna
acclimated to
tell
the
you
weight.
something.
The point is he's bigger than Bud naturally. That's the whole
And
point.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Hold on, guys. Forget about all the weights. He is a naturally bigger man than Bud in terms of his frame, not his height. He just is.
I would say that. I will say this. He's suspect to me. You telling me you took steroids? You took steroids
And
and it's
did.
being
And that.
overlooked?
Well, you can't overlook that. That's true. He did. Pop
All
30.
Mexicans that eat damn tacos got steroids in them. I don't believe that shit.
I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah.
I mean, he has a point.
Bailey, sir, I actually want to comment on the Terrence Crawford Magdalene fight with your analysis. Actually, you were saying that he came right in, which he did. But I saw both men.
Okay, what? That's a circular argument.
Well, let
You
him
say I'm
finish.
I'm not
Let him-
saying anything. Listen. What I'm saying is, what I saw was that both men were setting a lot of traps, and neither or were not biting.
True.
Even though Maverick was jabbing a lot, and he kind of got off on Terrence a little early, Terrence was able to negate things. I don't call it running, just circling the ring, moving around, trying to get in and out of position, and make the distance.
Can I respond to that?
Harder.
Can I respond to that?
Finish.
Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
I like you. Don't call me sir, but we good, man. We all on the same level. Watch more fights. You gonna be speaking like this too. All y'all.
Hold on. You call people young man, he can call you sir. I mean, that's fair game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Hey, man. Well, let me say this. Look at the styles, man. Look at the styles. Crawford's style is he downloads. He stay in that pocket. He used that one arm parry defense. His eyes on the inside. He downloading like a monster. That he's getting all the information, and then that's your ass. That's his style. But that ain't Madrimov style. Madrimov coming straight at you. So when that bell rang, I immediately knew Madrimov was scared.
Hey, Bailey.
I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Say it.
Bailey. You
Well,
trying to bet then or what?
I'm listening.
Yo, he made it clear he's not down for that, but let's stick to the boxing. I wouldn't say he was scared. I would say it's a brilliant game plan. He was like, I can't come at this dude with this simple style I normally use, so I'm gonna adjust. I like people to adjust. So yeah, man, it was brilliant.
He was feinting a lot, and he was trying to set traps himself, but Terrence wasn't biting. Terrence was sticking to his guns, to what Bailey said. He was staying right in front of him, backing up, forward, inching, moving forward and backward there, trying to get him to bite, but neither guy didn't until 6 and 7, 8 rounds rolled around. I thought.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all something about betting, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all something about betting, and I don't like Mick talking like this, but I got kind of pissed off at Clarissa because she challenged me on my license. That's personal to me. It took me a lot to get that license, and I took 2. So she challenged me, and I got off my bet. But I don't like talking about religion, but I got to get away from the betting for a while and donate my money to my people and people that's actually starving. I'm sitting up here betting $10,000. I can go right down to the food bank and give $10,000 to people that need it, and I'm putting money on a bet. So I don't want to go
That's a
there,
good point.
but I got to calm down with that because I'm putting out too much. I'm getting like Michael Jordan. But put up your house, man. Put up your house.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
playing with
Okay.
Then also, I wanted to comment because we're talking about Crawford Canelo. I think it's really interesting how fights are made these days. And just take Canelo and Crawford for instance. I'm not saying I don't like the fight or I won't watch the fight or anything like that. In fact, I plan on going. We'll see if I can afford that for my birthday come that time. But you know, no one asked for that shit. No one asked for that from either or guy, and I would say Crawford did a little more barking than usual. And then you said his name earlier, Bailey, with Turkey there. That Alex, whatever he is, how he sets up fights. I just think that's really interesting. I would argue. I mean, he's kind of a regular matchmaker. He ain't really put anything special together to me, at least.
Turkey?
you.
So
I agree. I agree with you on Turkey. If I
he
was
has.
Turkey,
He undisputed the heavyweight and the light heavyweight titles. How's that
well,
not special?
no, the guy got a point,
Real
man.
fast, Bailey. Real fast, Bailey. Real fast. And Mark, you've heard me say this many times. Undisputed's overrated, man. It's a marketing
Okay,
tool.
you're kind of right, but it's still something we
So
wanted.
it's whatever.
But see
But you
that
know
the
what?
guy has
We
a
beat
point.
his ass the first time, and the only one I would give you is the light heavyweight. But we don't need a third matchup.
No, I agree.
No one asked for that. No one's asking for that. Not only that, Arthur, he didn't refuse, but he commented and said that's not what he wanted either. So I'm just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, I will
And
say
then,
this.
go ahead, Bill.
No, man, but I will say this. You got some points. Marco, you need a damn bell. When the motherfucker make a point, hit the damn bell. A gong or something, or slap your forehead, Marco. Give us some when the motherfucker make a point, do something entertaining.
Points are subjective.
All right, that's right. But look at the chat, man. When somebody make a point, in the chat say that's fire. Give us a fire symbol or damn something. But check it out, man. You are right about Turkey. Okay, Turkey comes on, and you can tell he not he a casual because he just making fights that appear, and not all. Not and that's cool. That's cool. But then again, he didn't do his research about the last card. It was all a book cover, even to the point putting guys in cars, and the guys say they hated it, putting fighters down there that wouldn't go stylistically match up. Guys, I can guarantee the next thing I'm about to say y'all gonna like. Now, if he hired consultants like Lampley or Teddy Atlas and said, "Look, I'm gonna put these guys in the ring. Do you think this gonna make a good matchup?" Guys that bet or other fighters that know boxing that's gonna say, "Well, nah, I'd rather take this guy," and then they all voted for good matchup. Hey, then you gonna have some winners. Some
Those
fights gonna be
matchups was
good
good to me,
matchups.
bro. They
Say
just
what?
didn't perform.
What'd you
Those
say?
matchups was good matchups. It just didn't turn out how we thought it was gonna turn out because Devin fought different, Ryan fought different. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
if Ryan was who he was when he fought Haney when he was on Osterring, it would have been a different fight. If Haney fought like he fought Regis, it would have been a different fight. So
True.
it's not Turkey fault that they fought like that. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true. It
Can
was
I speak to
unexpected.
that? Can I speak to that? They were
Yeah.
good matchups based on conditions. But if you look at the conditions, like you said, if there were certain things that we had to see. How was Ryan gonna act off steroids? How was old boy gonna act when he got chin shook and then this is comeback fight? If, and then you would have had those guys saying, those boxing guys like Lampley and Atlas consultants saying, Turkey, you might not want to do that because it's the high stage, and we might get Ryan off PDs.
They
And when
was
he off
actually
PDs,
It was actually for the fights though. But I wanted to speak to the dude who said undisputed is overrated. Now undisputed is overrated. That Bud fit to be 3 times undisputed in 3 different weight classes. It's only like 10 people on the undisputed list, so that's definitely not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not that many people on that list. It's about 10 fighters on the list, so you can't say that it's overrated now all of a sudden. It's not easy to get
I
all
didn't
the
say that
belts.
all of a sudden. I've been saying that for years.
Well, it's still not. That's your opinion, but it's definitely not overrated because the list is so small. 10 people. That means boxing been around for 150 years, and only 10 people have been undisputed.
Yeah,
So,
but well, what he means is like becoming
10.
undisputed. To me, it's not about the belts you win, it's about who you beat. And
Sure.
sometimes who you beat isn't that impressive, even though they have like Rolly has a fucking belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he
I
means,
mean,
maybe. It should be
actually,
about who
hang
you
on,
beat,
Marco.
not the belts.
I'm
What?
sorry. I just want to clarify what I mean by overrated. The reason why I say it's overrated, and who am I speaking to actually?
this bug gonna stop Canelo.
It sounds like he's out. Word up though.
Shout out, Bud. Gonna stop Canelo. I see you
Uh,
on a few channels. Y'all
What's
got
up,
it.
right.
CJ?
So the reason why I said that it is overrated is because for starters, Bud ain't gone through no smoke to even become undisputed. Now, congratulations, just using him for the example. Congratulations to him. That is a huge feat. Like you're saying, he's one of 10 people to do that. But going undisputed means, man, you're gonna go through the ringer there. You're actually gonna fight some smoke. He's got one guy on that. Arguably
You,
one pound for pound guy.
but
Now
you
he's
can't.
moving up 2 weight classes, which I have no problem with at all. I don't think anyone does because Canelo has a big name and has had a big name throughout the years here. But I mean, he didn't. I mean, I could argue there's 3 or 4 guys who deserve that chance more than him, and arguably could beat him to get there.
But
Hang on.
look, you can't
He's just
say
getting there.
Bud.
No, hang on, I'm almost done here.
Ding, ding,
All right,
So
ding,
go
what
ahead.
I say
ding.
about that marketing
You
part, that's the marketing. Like this is marketed. Like neither of the guys done shit, and respect for those
Oh,
belts.
shit, he hit it with the right hand. Good. Oh, he counted with the right hand.
So I mean, it's cool, man. It's fine. Just looking at the big picture.
All right.
That's all.
All
Hey,
right, can I respond to that overrated thing real quick?
Hold
Quick.
on,
real quick,
I want to
guys. Real
respond to
quick.
that. You
Real
can't
quick.
say Bud didn't go through the
Go
fighters
ahead.
when the fighters didn't want to fight him. He wanted to fight Thurman when he had 2 belts when he first came in 147. Thurman didn't want the smoke.
Mm,
Danny Garcia
interesting.
didn't want the smoke. It's not Bud's fault that these fighters didn't want to fight him. So
But you
whoever
know what
he
though?
beat the guy that beat all those guys. That's what makes you
Ding,
undisputed.
ding, ding,
He
ding,
beat the
ding.
guy
That's a
that
good
beat the
point.
guy.
But you know
So
what
that's
though?
good. And he demolished Spence. So it don't matter
That's
who he fought. He
those are
beat
good
Spence.
points.
He
Ding,
beat all
ding.
them guys.
All
Right.
right, look, let him respond. Go ahead, Steph.
I was gonna say those are good points. The first two, and it's true that he demolished Spence. Well, I would say easy work. No one saw that coming, besides I guess you Bud fans. But my response to that is, look, given how I tried to say this earlier, I dropped it earlier. I said it's interesting how fights are made these days. Um, Now, rewinding back to those times, they still could have made those fights, man. If Bud wanted
Ding.
to really fight those guys, he could have pressed his guys to make it. Just how you saw Errol do all of that. Errol went 2 years
No.
trying to make the fight, and
Hey,
all of us, including me, saying, "Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going
Well,
to happen." You know who the only one who was saying it was going to happen? Errol Spence Jr.
and
No
look,
one was saying that
look,
but
that's
him.
what I'm. That's my
let me
point.
respond to that. Can I
Hold on.
respond to that?
Real quick, guys. I'm gonna have to jump off in a second. So let's do our closing arguments here. Go ahead.
Look,
All right.
Spence made the fight. He went against PBC to making that fight. So that tells you that they was freezing Bud out because Spence had to go against the
Nobody
grain
was
just to make the
freezing Bud
fight.
out there. Trust me.
Go ahead,
Trust me.
man. Marco, thanks for letting me on, man. You got to go. You got to handle your family biz. That's more important. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Out,
All right,
fellas.
guys. I will be back on tonight. We can pick this back up then.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
for
I
Let's
sure.
do it.
appreciate you
Thanks, bro.
guys. All right, everybody.
Come on
Peace.
back, Bud beats Canelo. Come on back. I'll be back.
He'll be
Yeah,
there. You
I'll
come
be
too.
back tonight for sure.
All right, bet.
Y'all have a
All
good
right,
No,
peace.
quick
day,
question,
everybody.
Marco. Before you hop off,
What's
is
up?
that a Dragon Ball T-shirt?
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
is.
was looking at that. That's
That's
word.
what's up. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
I don't even know
Hell
what that
yeah.
really means. I just saw it. It looked kind of dope.
All right, peace, y'all.
All right, peace, everybody.
Like.